Are you going to kill me? That is the last question that Rita asked her assailant before she was found hours later with her body mutilated and discarded inside trash bags in an Airbnb apartment in Roysambu, Nairobi. Rita, a young university student at a local campus, had sensed danger lurking around her. Reports suggest that she had been cautious about meeting her killer in person, especially in light of a recent murder of another woman, Starlet Wahu, in a South B Airbnb, allegedly by her male partner, John Matara. Speculations arose that this gruesome murder could have ritualistic motives, given that Rita's head and private parts were missing. But how did the murderer manage to lure Rita to her tragic fate? In this report, we expose disturbing details of how the perpetrator craftily orchestrated his plan without arousing suspicion from anyone, except the unfortunate victim herself.
Hello, my name is Chief Okuzo from Plug TV.
The unsettling story begins on Instagram, where authorities gained access to Rita's and her assailant's chats. Now, the murderer had been lurking in the shadows for months, meticulously searching for his next victim. It remains unclear whether Rita was his first victim, but his actions seem to indicate a mission to capture their nation's attention. After a month of monitoring Rita's Instagram account, the killer fixated on her. Rita's initial reluctance to meet him in person may have frustrated his sinister agenda. However, persistence prevailed as he cunningly suggested a meetup, carefully avoiding other communication platforms like WhatsApp and phone calls, likely to avoid detections by authorities. Rita initially rejected his proposal, but the suspect persisted. He eventually coerced her into agreeing to a meeting, claiming that he had planned to travel abroad and wanted to bid her farewell in person. Falling for his lies, Rita reluctantly agreed to meet him. On the fateful day, Rita embarked on a journey from Syokimau to meet her supposed admirer. Now, the killer insisted that she wait for his arrival at their meeting point, as he needed to secure a suitable location for their encounter. Red flags started waving in Rita's mind, such as their exclusive communication through Instagram and their eerie suggestion to meet at a private residence. She even voiced her concerns, asking him directly, "Are you going to kill me?" His dismissal of her instincts only intensified the impending tragedy. Upon arrival, the suspect picked up Rita and transported her to an Airbnb where the unimaginable horror unfolded. It is suspected that the killer might have sedated or drugged Rita to prevent her from resisting or raising alarm during the act. In the early hours of the next day, the murderer demanded a ransom of 500,000 Kenyan shillings from Rita's parents. Distressed and terrified, her parents promptly reported the situation to the police, and within hours, the nation was gripped by the gruesome murder of Rita.
Kujua juu kijana ndio alichukua nyumba, na sikujua. Unajua sasa watu wengi wanafanya maoni, yani mtu anachukua nyumba anashinda kwa kufanya maoni, kwa hivyo usishughulika. Hapana, ni kijana tu. Dunia alichukua nyumba, si msichana.
Na pengine kama unaweza kutuelezea msichana aliyejua majabu.
Hai, sijajua, nimeona tu ana kichwa na mkono ziko kando na mguu hivyo tu na side ya nyuma. Yaani kila kitu iko kando kando hivyo tu ndio nimeona.
Her body, brutally mutilated, was found, and the killer had disappeared with her head, phone, and clothes. To ensure he left no trace, the murderer concealed his identity with a cap and glasses when he went to pick up the keys. Now, reports suggest that the phone number he used was registered under a woman's name, an Airtel number that further obscured his identity. He meticulously planned the crime, paying for the Airbnb apartment in cash rather than through M-Pesa, a method that could have been easily traced by detectives. A surveillance footage shows him collecting the keys from a shop. Confirming the apartment was free from any potential alarms such as CCTV cameras, the murderer came back and paid for the apartment with cash in hand. Now, it is reported that when he came and picked up the keys, probably he went to do a survey around the apartment just to try and find out whether there is any CCTV footages in the apartment, so that when he is committing this act, nobody would trace him. Now, after he went there and confirmed that the apartment was suitable for his heinous act, the murderer came back and paid for the Airbnb using cash, physical cash that is. After executing his chilling act, he is said to have discarded Rita's remains in trash bags. As the investigation continues, authorities have apprehended 3 men suspected to be involved in this horrific crime. And if you listen to this story keenly, you will notice that Rita somehow knew that her life was in danger from the word go. From that time they started chatting together on Instagram. Something in her told her that this man was up to no good. But somehow it's like Rita relaxed and she gave in. And even when she met her for the first time, she still asked her, "Are you going to kill me?" That is on their Instagram chat. But the guy dismissed the question because inside him he knew that he was literally going to kill her. And hours later, news started going round that Rita was brutally murdered. If only she knew that that was her last moment on earth, I'm 1,000,000,000% sure she would not have met the guy. Wow, may her soul rest in peace. Anyway, what are your thoughts? Leave your thoughts in our comment section. That is it for now. Thanks for watching. Let's meet next time. Bye bye.